Hey everyone, Sal Crispo here from V10 Health. In this video, I'm going to be talking to you about posture and how it really is a billboard for what's going on with you physically, mentally, and spiritually. From a physical standpoint, it really shows whether or not you are strong enough to withstand the pressure of gravity all day long, right? So if you have good strength, then you'll be able to hold yourself upright all day. But if you have certain weaknesses, what's going to end up happening is you're going to start looking for some comfort zones or postures, and you're going to just start to, fold into those positions. Now, obviously, that's not a great habit. You don't want to continue to do that because the more you do that, then the worse it gets. If you notice people who are aging and have become less mobile, less active, and are getting weaker and weaker, you'll see that their poor posture becomes more and more extreme. They start heading closer and closer to the ground. Now, this it leads to all sorts of problems because you put this negative stress on your joints, and your joints start to get inflamed, and that causes pain, and there's wear and tear, and eventually there could be some serious injury, right? You may need to get like joint replacement down the road or something that you obviously want to avoid. Now, to correct that, you obviously have to do the right strengthening exercises. Make sure that when you're exercising, that you always keep your posture in mind, that every rep that you do it with good posture, because you don't want to promote negative postural positions, right? And you'll see it with a bent over row, for instance. Instead of maintaining your spinal curves as you're doing the row, some people will stay like hunched over and do the row, right? Well, that's promoting again poor posture. So you're just strengthening around your poor posture. So those are things you want to avoid. So you want to do the proper strength training, and then you also want to be mindful, and whenever you do catch yourself slouching, to pick yourself back up, right? And practice holding yourself upright, because that also exercises those muscles and strengthens them. And I talk a lot about that in my book, One Habit at a Time, and you can get a lot of details on that. And then from a mental and spiritual aspect, the body tends to follow how the mind and spirit think and feel. So if you're in a negative state of mind or being, what ends up happening is that's expressed, right, through your body, through your face especially, right? Because your eyes will start to sink, and your mouth and everything just starts to droop down. So really you want to fix those as well. You don't want to be walking around in that state of being. So what do you do? How do you fix that? Now, experts are divided on this. Some of them say just fake it till you make it. Pick yourself up, and eventually you'll feel good. That's going to help your mood and help your inner state of being. Where other experts say no, that it doesn't work that way. You have to address the inner problems. You have to work on fixing what's going on inside you. And what's my stand on that? Well, my thoughts really are, why not do both? As a V10 health coach, I'm have a holistic perspective, and I look at any problem, whether it's posture or diet or whatever. How can we fix it from a physical, mental, and spiritual perspective? And so, I recommend doing both, because if you're holding yourself upright, even if you don't feel good and you're faking it, again, that's fine, because you're strengthening the muscles, right? So you get those benefits. You also get the benefits of being able to breathe better now, right? Because your rib cage is open. So there's just, a lot of benefits to fake it till you make it. And on the other hand, if you are working on your inner self, and there's tremendous amounts of benefits there, and then as you actually start to think better and feel better, then your upright posture is going to be an actual, accurate or authentic expression of what's going on. And that's going to help you solidify that posture, right? Make it even more real and harder to shake, right? Really harder to get you to fold. And why is this important, right? Because it really is sending out a message to the world. Think about it. If you were in a situation where you had to hire someone, or you were in a situation where you had to choose between two people in a life or death situation, right? Where lives were at stake, whatever it is, and you had two people. One of them was crouched down, and their face was droopy, and and then you had somebody else who was upright, ready to go. They look like, they're capable, right? That's what it comes down to. One side's promoting that, they're not even able to handle life. They can't handle gravity. They can't handle whatever's going on in their own inner world, right? So they're folding under the pressure as is. What do you want to do? You want to add more work to them? You want to add more stress to them? Do you think they're going to be able to handle it? It's just natural. You're, subconsciously going to say, no, I'm going to choose this person. They're upright. They look like they can, tackle this a lot better than the other person. So it really will affect how people treat you around you, right? So very, very important to, ask yourself, what is my posture? What is my facial expression? What am I communicating with my body language to the world? And yeah, really, that's the message for today. With my clients, I always take a, before picture when I start with them. And it's not so much just for the fat loss, right? Everyone's so focused on the fat loss, which I get it, it's important. But for me, I actually look at, people's posture, how they've changed, how they're carrying themselves, their facial expression, how much happier they are, how much more at peace they are, how, less stressed they are, right? That's what really, when I look at transformations, that's what I look to see, because the physical is just one component, right? I know it's going to be longer lasting if they've changed physically, mentally, and spiritually. I know they're going to carry around everything that I've taught with them for, their whole life. It's not just going to be, oh, they lost weight and then they gained it back and then it's just back and forth, right? Real transformation is a full physical, mental, and spiritual thing. It's not just weight loss. It's not just physical. And to me, my clients act as, really walking billboards. They help me market. I hardly have to market because, everyone sees the difference. It's like, wow, what have you been up to? What have you been doing? You look like you're not just, physically looking great, but you're also, smiling more, and you're carrying yourself better, or whatever it is. And often I'll just get a lot of business just because of that, because it's more than just, physical focus. Anyways, that's the message for today. Ask yourself, what am I communicating to the world? Is this what I want to be doing? Is this how I want the world to perceive me, as being, weak and incompetent and full of self-doubt and, full of guilt and shame, or whatever it is, and fear? Or do I want to be upright? Do I want to look strong? Do I want to communicate that I am capable, that I am competent, that I would be someone great to work with, that I would be, a great person to have in your life, right? Anyways, so yeah, thanks for watching, and have a great day. I'll come at you, in a couple days with another video that hopefully is going to help out. Bye for now.